Okay, so the canary coming out of the mind is significant. But I'm getting like over include, like I gotta get a map. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
Like you said, prepare for the fake alien invasion.
that
What about the
too.
real deal?
Are you
What
still
about the
there?
real one?
Okay, good. I can close that out. Okay, cool. I can look it up. Okay, what is? I want to find out
Second.
what is the spiritual meaning of and we know it's connected to the Canary Islands too. Canary coming out of the coal mine.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like on? Yeah, it's on. The canary in the coal mine is a metaphor for number of things, including environment, awareness, danger warning, spiritual gifts, warning to society, and financial warning. Well, that's a telling thing.
Yep.
Whoa, thank you, my guides. I really love you. Okay, so then canary in a coal mine. Birds can fly. Of course, they use the phrase canary in a coal mine. Let's see what this brings us. Why can't I see my screen? Let me turn up the brightness for a second. We're on to something. 33% on my charger. We're on to something here spiritually. So I'm just gonna take like this is on 12/25. It's 10/16/2024. This October is very yeah. Let's go back. Very powerful shift. Okay, so canary in the coal mine. Coal mine. The guy looks like the dude from Queen in the picture that popped up. Um, Canaries were first exported from the islands in the 1500s. Over the next few hundred years, they were bred into many varieties. Kind of sounds like us. The natural green and black plumage became the now famous canary yellow. The one depicted, I'm seeing, I keep getting shown. Oh my God. And I know it's Archangel Michael. I know it, and I know it, and I know it. I keep getting shown this sapphire, the yellow sapphire, but sun. But maybe it's Uriel, because Uriel comes through that way too. I keep seeing this. I keep getting guided back to the yellow sapphire, which spiritually that is connected to. I'm gonna look that up too. It's got to probably maybe it's on the Ark of the Covenant. Because I don't know what's going on, but I am picking up on all this. Like I am like a freaking spirit box right now. With
So listen,
like,
you are, and a person has spoken how we are inside of the Ark of Covenant. I
oh,
said,
that would be a good thing of why they're battling over it. Hold on, let me.
And I said, it's making sense because they keep trying to lift the top of something. That's just the one thing. No matter what's in the middle of the background of that of this firmament, there is a capstone that they're trying to remove.
Oh my God! Okay, no coincidence. You just said that. Pyramid. How they took the capstone off. They say that's connected to Osiris.
Yeah. So whatever capstone I'm watching them trying to remove this head capstone off of the. It's like the entrance way to breaking the firmament glass down. I see it every day.
Okay, so canaries are first. Okay, the thought that they sang for their keepers out of a sense of joy. Clearly, this was not the case. This is important. They continue to be bred for human amusement. I think that's talking about us, honestly, and have sometimes led to disturbing variations. I don't want to get into that. The person can barely. The the gibber italis frill. Gibber, Gibber, Italicius, like Italian, Italicus, frill. Let's look up what that freaking means. Where are we going with this? Look up. It's a type of canary. Okay, has a absurdly long neck. I'm like picking up on thought here. And extended legs. It's become embodied of our tendency to abuse our natural worlds. There are some varieties appear charming wide color variations, tufts and frills do much like them. I feel like they're talking about really like angels and stuff. Okay, so Maya Angelou is popping up for a reason.
Mm.
What's that? Isn't that? It's like we're in this civil like rights energy more than human form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's look back here. Canary in the coal mine. Mines became so ingrained in the English language. A canary in the coal mine is a well-known phrase after. Okay, spiritual. Um, Most of us see bright-feathered canaries as pets, but not always. Okay, so this was because they were particularly sensitive to carbon monoxide.
Mm.
Whoa. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which led to numerous mining accidents in the aftermath of the industry. And just increasing resilience, fossil fuels induced a new rapport with natural animals. Canaries' role in mines became ingrained. Well-known phrase used to refer to early indicators of potential hazards. Oh wow, like worldwide.
Yeah, all these are warning signs.
Yes, they are.
It's just because that
It's a
man.
life-saving bird.
Oh, did I tell you this too? Okay, so this is another thing. Last few days, all right, I've been downtown every day this week in my city. Downtown, selling my hats and things like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm not, I pay attention to everything. So as I'm down here last week and it just passed, I get downtown. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people down here that very abnormally, right? So as I'm realizing I'm not selling nothing because this energy has shifted, and I'm
Yep.
looking at all these people that I know don't belong in this city. So I tell you, there were thousands of people that are not from this land in the city living here. They just dropped these motherfuckers off. They out there shopping, taking pictures. They everywhere.
Yeah, they are. They're crawling out of the woodwork.
Listen, about 1,000. I'm telling you, they dropped them off that Saturday.
Whoa.
And they everywhere, yo. There was on buses that I know they want to come to because these buses go to North Philly.
Interesting.
I know all the white folks get off that. You get what I'm saying? They don't
Yeah,
go past the
yeah.
But these ain't white folks.
They're
These
being
are
they're being positioned, positioned.
And let me tell you, yes, they are. And let me tell you this too, what I feel and what I could tell. The way they're taking pictures and the way they all comfortable in the city, you can tell that they can't wait. It's like a Holocaust they're waiting for.
That's exactly why the canary's popping up. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a Holocaust coming, and that's why them people comfortable down there as they know they're about to take over a new land. That's
Oh
how
my
they walking
god!
around.
So, oh my god! 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 Just give me a second here. So, oh my god. Okay, so these lights that we're seeing a gamma. It's you know where I'm going with this. It's pretty and everything, and there's a lot of spiritual signs in it. Clearly, however, don't get destroyed. Like, look at this. This is I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see or not, but Connecticut. Okay, like you know, we're being gassed. This was I don't know who took this picture, but this is on a ley line that someone posted, and as you can see in and I'm seeing how many people you can see. There's a pyramid actually in this picture, but it also looks like a shark, and a shark. Oh my god, a shark! Shark rolled up on Orleans, Cape Cod, all like like bloodied and stuff. So that's a sign. All right, I am live. I'm beyond the spectrum, and I'm on the. Me and Maverick are just having this cosmic conversation that will bring things in, hopefully to more focus to you or not. But I'm just documenting because when we talk, we connect with a lot of information that's going on esoterically, spiritually, supernaturally, heavenly, not heavenly, interstellar, all of it. And for whatever reason, he and I bring these pieces together. Well, we understand it, and if you do, that's awesome. So I'm just sharing because this is part of my channel and who I am. So there, I just want to get that out of the way. So the Messiah is, and then okay, then we have, oh my God, this is so big. Then we have the earthquake. which would be a big tunnel mine. Okay, this is why Hellier, Kentucky keeps popping up for me. You know how I get things. So, Hellier, Kentucky. Let me find that. Is a huge crystal, but I had the map right of these that I got. Look at the of all the areas which looks like coal in the picture. Realistically, this is the Mammoth Caves, Mammoth Caves. So the Canary is showing up as a sign. These Mammoth Caves, where all these storms are headed toward, with Florida coming from Mexico. The Stargate's over here. And it's letting off look, and even in the picture you can see things. These are gatekeepers. I can see, oh wow, the entity is bridging this piece right here up in the, what state is that? That's like upper state New York, the Catskill Mountains in here. This is really big. So they're, okay, this, because waking up this morning, Stargate, Atlantis, they're using this to get in. Even though you can enter clearly through the 3D, this seems to be different.
It is.
They're using this. They're trying to use this Stargate, or they are using this Stargate to go through the Mammoth Caves, and then, okay, because we're, I'm just bringing it back to basis. We're on a carcass. So what is in there? So when we break down the gases we get, right? When we break down, our body breaks down, right? Clearly, that's what they're using here, and they're for this Stargate, for this over here in the freaking ocean, for Atlantis. And the Canaries a warning of the gases, which we're seeing clearly as auroras, because after a nice fire, you can sit and observe all the gases from it.
Well, speaking of gas, Atlanta did have a
That's
bio
right.
load.
Didn't Georgia too?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Georgia had a chemical explosion that they don't talk about, but the man was speaking how bad it really is.
Yep. Yeah. So this is the warning from the Canary. Oh, I love you. That's the Messiah.
First, it kept getting led to it. It was the dragon. I kept telling you, I seen the dragon over top of it with the sword in his mouth, sticking it inside of the hole of the volcano. Whatever that is, one of these dragons have a long sword that comes out of his mouth that sticks inside it to the earth, and it also sticking inside of the sun. It's been drilling.
Yes.
It looked like as a matter of fact, the Dinobot has a drill in his mouth.
Right. You're right. Yes.
Needs to drill in the earth and go down, and that's how they would make the caves, basically. So, seeing that, and also with me watching the sky, these things are Transformers as well.
They are.
They're Transformers too. So, some of them are mechanics, some of them are flesh, some of them are all those things above. But they can transfer and change into anything at any given time as well, and they can merge with anything. They can merge with your furniture. They can merge with your clothing.
Yes,
they can merge.
You know what they show us? They show us that in Charmed.
Yes, and I can see it in real life. Like, oh shit, that's not a rug. That is you pretending to be a rug, spying or being a guardian.
Yes.
Where I look at, I can identify it. If it's a bunch of tools in a room, I can look at those tools and see that these beings are so good that they can mimic anything. I don't think people really get that. None of this world is real. None of it is real. Hold on. It's very real because, again, the Matrix tells you. I mean, your mind makes it real.
Yeah.
However, they're hidden in everything. Like, they even shows you on Transformers, the being that jumps into anything, and it can turn the microwave on, and it can turn this on. It's in Ghostbusters, that the same being that could jump in things and transform them into whatever it wants. This is real life. When I looked at the girl, Sonia Massey, when she got killed, and she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," her room was filled with them things.
Wow.
The room was filled with it. She had dragon beings in there. She had men with the square hats on their head with the long beards. Some of them got like caps on their head like they're swimmers.
So the other day, now that you're saying this, all got you. This is so it's like the It's so connected. I was, my guides came through and was like, rebuke, because I've been getting a lot of rebuke, remove, reverse, dark spells, energy to sender and or place or realm. Kid you not, I wrote it down, and here you are talking about how she rebuked them in the name of Jesus Christ. Like, see how that is? We're being, these little signs like the canary, we're being warned. For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, and you're tuned in, these are, what Maverick and I are talking about are just, God winks, warning signs, turning points, or not turning points. You do what you want. But this is how, this is big what's going on, clearly. So
forget big. It's everything. It's either
everything.
Get it right now or be fucking trapped. I can't make it no simpler than that.
So this thing over California, what are you seeing? Because I see the dreads too, but I also see the muscle. It's like muscle and tissue.
It's tear. I seen him rip the arm off.
And they speak about that with Christ too, that he had a gap. That's a talon right here. There's a talon in this.
Have a gash. That's the one they keep mimicking. He has a gash over his eye. Okay. I've seen him more than once in more than one position. And then, that's what makes it confusing between both of them. I can't stand that part of this fucking game, how well this thing mimics.
Yeah, it does.
It mimics too well. It mimics too well. So when you're watching this guy, you don't know who's fighting who because they look alike.
Yep.
Both ways they look alike. The best way to describe
it is confusing.
Because one of them have a gash and still has his eye. The other one don't have an eye.
So that would be set in Horus. For real. If we have to go with aligning with what story, it's set in Horus. But they're not story because that looks like, honestly, that looks like Horus's talon to me. But other things could be up there. It could be Michael's talon.
It is a talon. I definitely see that. I see it ripping. I can see the foot clawing.
Yep.
I see
that's in there. That's embedded in there.
It's a big ass eagle that's getting smashed down too.
So we're talking about Horus. We're talking about Horus. Michael presents as an eagle, but so does an Enlil. Like as you were saying, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying about this thing. But I do see that it's one particular big ass eagle. It's damn near like a golden eagle, but it sits under the sun. I've been seeing it in the sky for the last few weeks. The wings are super huge, but they're like, I don't know if it's smashing it down. Oh, and that shoe is also a train as well because we got tracks above us that people don't get. That was in a movie too.
Yeah.
The tracks in the sky, it was in a movie. I keep telling everybody there's a whole system above. There's
absolutely.
World here. There's a world.
We have a phantom train, an exoskeletal train. Yeah. We have the soul train.
Yep. And they all run above on different tracks.
They do.
Now the thing about the tracks in the sky.
So there's oh my God, hold on a second. There's one then. Okay, so there'll be one coming through what we call the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's why they're going. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Those that they cutting off the trains, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They haul assing through the blue ether, like they're going so fast through it. Like I'm watching them scream through it and burn through it. So they're trying to get.
And you painted that.
I have. And many different types of times, and I watch
a lot of your paintings have that in there.
Mm-hmm. My paintings always tell everything that was going on.
Like this is like I'm just getting kind of right back to so the canary. So what we're and then so the lady, I love her voice that I posted yesterday. She talks about the darkness coming. And I'm gonna pull that up real quick because I'm getting a lot of, even though the lights are beautiful and they are, to stay inside. It's like a GAS chambers. You know what I'm saying? I hate that, I don't like the fact that I just can't, I have to like curve what I'm talking about. Here's the chains. But she was showing. I was just picking up like, okay, pretty much start staying inside at night now anyway, because...
You know what everybody don't know about? That they keep talking about, a green screen can hide and make things happen. How about a blue screen?
Right.
That's why they made Blu-ray and all the blue things.
Exactly.
Because the blue being, because the sky is a blue screen.
Yes, it is.
But beings that exist behind that screen and within it.
And I keep saying that, like that's what they're doing up there. They're making it blue. It's not really blue, but it is. That's why the TVs all came out plasma and blue. I grew up on like, you know, you get the rabbit ears and TV. You know, when it was a spirit box. I mean, not that this isn't, but it's a different level of spirit box.
It's way bigger. But it is a box, and it is a spirit box that they're using against this. They're making these projections and things. I wish people really understood. It's scary.
It is. It is. It's not to be taken.
They think, I'm telling you, man, I'll be trying to. The reality shift that's about to switch is going to be too much for their brains to grasp in any way, shape, or form. We're trying to warn y'all over and over and over again. Reality is not what you think it is. There's many, many, many levels to this place.
Yes,
and they're all
there
in
is.
front of your face, and you just won't you refuse to see it because y'all want to believe and play the game continually. They don't tell you the world is staged for no reason. Stage meaning they have a world above us that have platforms. They even have like movie theaters.
That's why I'm guided to the red rocks too, because you're actually describing the amphitheater there. The Sun Devil. I think it's Sun Devil. That might be in Tempe, Arizona. One of the two. Anyway, but go on. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But yeah, they had these colors. It's like we're in a coliseum of things watching down on us. They had tracks above us. It has all these. It's a whole world above us, and they're watching us. So
they're entering us.
Simulated sun up there, and they have their mothership moon that is not the moon that we're looking at, the illuminated light. I'm talking about the mothership moon, and they project the light on a spinning blue background that makes our reality. That's why it's a stage. And then they put all the actors, the demonic actors that have been acting so well for so long, your Donald Trumps, your Amalas, if you say her name backwards because she's the real demon, Barack Obama, and all the rappers, they're all programmed actors to keep you dumbed down inside of the game.
Yes.
It's a movie by Michael Douglas called The Game, where everybody was in on it, but he didn't know. So the whole time he think he about to die and all this assassins trying to get in, and all his friends was just playing a role on him because it was called The Game. This is the real world.
It is.
We're the Truman Show. This is for real. They can digitalize and make waves, but what people don't understand is they're not controlling the weather no more. These are gigantic dragons and ancient deities fighting and trying to protect us. Some trying to kill us, some trying to protect us. That's what these storms are.
Yes, they are. They are. I'm showing as you're talking the green. What I see is like a piece of a dragon, but I also see a lot of other stuff. I see looks like a lightsaber or something. Actually, looks like the head of one of an Anunnaki ship. No lie. But I'm looking at this lion.
Because that's the one I just told you I seen. That he's stuck inside of his rib. It was a glowing.
Yes.
lightsaber.
Yes, he's stuck in the rib. Yes, I film him all the time.
Me too.
So I got this woman in the picture. I don't know where this Iceland maybe, or I don't know what land this was taken in, but you can see the lion right here. It's a sphinx. It's a lion. Here's the mane right here. Here's the eyes, the nose. Here's the paw, and this lady's laying on him sleeping. Here's her head right here, her eyes, her arm comes down like this, and there's the rest of her body for those who can see. It actually looks like an angel wing up here, and we have an outline of a shadow entity right there. There's a lot going on. It's a spiritual battle, like, wow. To like the nth degree. Like, holy crap. And now I'm seeing, like, look at this thing. I don't know if you can see it or not, Mav. Are you there? Did I lose him? Hold on. Did I lose you? No. Are you there? Mav? Okay. Can you hear me?
Hold
on. Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That was not on. So anyway, I was just showing that, and as you were saying about this, the dragon with the sword tongue, when I split the deck, the oracle came up with Michael's sword, which looks like it's Michael's sword, but through the pyramid and through the Merkaba though, into what looks like earth, piercing it as you were saying that. So I thought that was cool. I wanted to point that out. As you were saying that, and I cut the deck, and it's all crystal. They're doing something with the crystals here. That card came out, so I loved how that freaking just aligned and let go. 18 into the 9 as these changes are happening to keep going. We can manifest quicker, but okay, go ahead. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying the picture that you just posted 39 minutes ago, I looked at, and you can see clearly it's a lady, it's a baby, and they're trying to protect them. In the sky, you can see it clear as day. So the woman and a baby,
39 minutes
and it's a whole
ago.
cloud hugging around her. You just posted it 39 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it is. I'm glad you saw that. I'm glad you saw that. Yep. And you can see her, too. She's so clear. Let me show that. Right in here. She's being carried. So there's a lot going on spiritually here. I mean, this was incredible. You there? Did I cut you off again? Hold on. Maybe what? Because I go up. There we go.
No, you guys. Every time I go on YouTube to do that, I realize. You hear me?
Yeah, I picked that up. Yeah. So we'll just stay off the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
And then this is when I got the canary earlier, and yeah, I've been guided a lot to YouTube because that's how that's how God talks to me through different things. The canary coming out of, so that's like in Canary Islands too.
And they ripped the eyeball out of either her or something. Got their eye ripped out. I've seen it. Now I've seen that hand.
Are we seeing the battle of Set and Horus all over again?
Could be, but I've seen an eye get pulled out, and it might have been a red eye.
Wow. Yeah, because these things that are really shining through are like body things.
I can see them in full color, They have so many layers to their bodies, like some of them are mechanical. Then you can see the flesh beings. Then you can see like they really are in every spectrum.
Yes.
It's the best use for it. These creatures work through every spectrum. So if people understand the 2D, 3D, 5D, 11G world, then it'll make more sense to them because they could look like cartoons. They could look like real people. They could look like flat things. They could look like shapes. They could look like colors of light. They could look like anything. That's why people see Aurora Borealis. They see color. I can see them.
Oh my God, they're right. They're using it. It's incredible.
It is. It's incredible because it hides them. They hide the light.
It does.
They do. It hides them in the lights. That's why people keep looking like, oh, it's beautiful. That big ass red thing they see coming down is a red dragon, literally.
Yeah, it's not so beautiful. It's pretty.
It's a red dragon.
Yeah, it's the red dragon.
A huge red dragon, and I'm watching, like I said, and I'm watching the green hand because you don't never see the whole body. It's this one big ass green hand, and it's keep preventing this dragon is slamming down on our atmosphere. It's slamming. It's always coming straight down real fast to break something, and it's been breaking through because they also dragon breath can melt the firmament. For those who don't
that's what I feel. That's what the X class. That's exactly what the X class flares are. It's the dragon's breath.
It is. He's blowing his breath and it's melting his way through because the firmament grows back. But because dragons are so smart and they have so much power, they're able to cut through firmaments.
Yes.
And that's what I've been watching for the last few years since 2020. That I've been watching behind New York City. I kept seeing this really big fire blast behind the city, behind the wall. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, is it a weapon they got that's burning this? Until I realized it's a dragon burning the melting ice wall.
Yes.
We're all inside it, man. We're looking at the ice wall when we look up as well, for those that don't know. That's why we always been in the concave. Like in a valley.
Yes.
Like we're looking at the walls. That's why it's so cold as some of these walls come down. We can feel a different chill because they're melting the walls so things can cross over. We're expanding. And hell is expanding for those that don't know. That's why also the ice walls are melting.
That's why they'll be able to walk the earth in the warnings of the 3 days of darkness.
Yep.
You know, that is, even though we're most of the time in the darkness, but like, no, this is like, this has to go this way. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't get why demons get to walk the earth. Like, who the fuck made up that story? You know what I mean? Like, why does it gotta be like that? Like, what do you mean, demon? You know, in the fucked up part of my mouth, but like, the messed up part is that this world is so heavy that people will actually mock you for like, oh, you really believe in that? Like, what's sad is that you're not.
Right.
Yeah, you're not, whether it happens or not, to not be prepared for something that's telling you the demons are walking. Like, that's that's a spell. That's a dark spell. Like the spells are just so dark. So this goes back to what you just said with the dragon's breath, right? But it goes back to those lyrics that come up with us with imagination. Okay, from Flashdance, Flash. He says he can. Yep, to power. So the power. And how long have I been getting this message about them burning through the iron? They're
A
burning through
long
the
time.
iron.
People watching dead inside of the iron. Remember their faces pressed through the iron.
He says that
When
he
look-
can read my mind. The power to turn iron into gold. Rumpelstiltskin, straw into gold. Ooh, validation on that. She says she's seen the other side and knows the place the fire burns all night. There is an answer to the question so long ago. It's a hard, real life every day. Once you have it, it never goes away. Like once you see, you can't unsee. It's the pocket where you're really, really lucky. And when your fantasy becomes reality, you're living inside the imagination. Your magic, remember this part, your magic of the secret door. I could take you down and show you more. It's easy once you know the way. It's farther than the closest thing you are. You've got to walk right through that fire. It will not burn you. And the ones who may laugh all their life won't make it to just burn away. I'm just
It's
saying.
always stayed with me no matter what about that. Walking through the fire.
Yep, that was so powerful when that came through it, because you and I were talking about it, and I'm always like asking, please show me, keep guiding me, help me understand, and then, boom, here it is.
Yeah, and I'm still saying that because the fact that I understand is I still need to get off more cords ripped off of me because
it's an evolutionary of removal of cords.
Right.
The J hooks are important. Like at first, and I was like, "What are you talking about, J hooks? What do you mean?" Like because I question everything. Just because someone says that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm very like, what do you mean? But then when it keeps coming to me and it keeps coming to me, and then it comes to me as an indoctrination versus a freedom of it, then I see, and it's like, oh, okay, the J hooks, I get it. The G's is the Jesuit, the J's, the basically the constant crucifixion, the constant punishing of that we keep going in this cycle of it. In seriously, Kai, Pachimam, Gaia, Earth, she is her own energy, and she is actually done with it. She's done with it.
You about to shake things off like fleas.
Exactly.
That's why the earthquake about to come a very big one because again, evil has to be removed. I'm mad. Okay, I'm not gonna use the word mad because dogs get mad. And I'm a god. I'm not the opposite.
Go for it.
We are the walking Christ. All of us. The return is here already. That's why we got all this memory. We are the ones that create miracles, and we're going to do all the other things. We're going to carry out all that. I feel it in my soul.
Yes.
I know. I always knew this shit, yo. I've always knew this. Always, yo. Always. I always felt like I could telepathically move things. My psychic is so strong right now. I don't even want to be around nobody because
you want to isolate more to protect yourself from the outside energies.
Because I know the real world now.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, we gonna get this money. We gonna get these cars. Man, we gonna go buy these houses." That's false reality.
It is false reality.
I'm from a heavenly place where our walls are crystal and we have digital everything and things and this, that, and the third. We have so much more than people thinking about this false reality. This is not it. I can't even get comfortable even making my own shit here.
That's how I feel.
I'm not from this place.
That's how I feel too. I'm going through that too. I feel the star seeds.
How we got this gift to see through the fucking fake ass reality? I can't play that game.
And then you have to play the game to live in it.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You gotta play to live in it. That's for sure. You can't just until you find a way. Like, all right, being in the city is really probably hard, but it's probably the mission that was given for us because we're agents.
Dude,
we're agents mission to move through a city. Only certain people go work through the city. I get it. I'm definitely a good.
For real, my hat is, and I don't say this lightly. My hat is. I know what I'm going through, where I am with energy. I do not know how I would, maybe I wouldn't, but I wouldn't even want to go near a city right now every day and be in a city where there's, the evil is oozing out everywhere
It is
because they
horrible here.
flock
It is.
together.
And the birds, the fake birds, the fake birds. As all those people was downtown City, all the foreigners that are soldiers that are here to take our land and kill us, but people don't get the Trojan horse trick been played on us. That's why all these foreigners are everywhere. I also was watching a flock of the birds in the sky. Normally I don't never see birds, but it was packs of them flying the same way. As all these people was walking the street, and I was like, that's weird, because I already know the birds are spies. They are drones. So yeah. There are no fucking birds. Every pigeon is a drone. They charge them up. That's why they stand on power lines. Everything.
Oh, no shit. That's why they stand on power lines. Roger that.
Nobody let them all off the side of the truck, and then they go stand on power lines and watch everything.
Wow. Oh my God, that was so beautifully said.
Yeah. Like, yo, I'm not in that place. I'm not. We've been spied on by everything. They can, oh, what's a cute bird? What's a pigeon? Hell no, that's a spy. Something is watching us to make sure that we don't wake up like killing stuff.
Oh, well, the crows are Odin, Odin's sending in with his, because I noticed it's been quiet with crows in the past few days. Not so quiet with the crows.
And I just learned that what makes it, dragonflies are fairies.
Yes, they are fairies. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I had a gang of them around me and my daughter. We went to the park.
That's beautiful. They're little guardians.
Yep.
Let me tell you, like, just from, not everybody can connect with Faye. They just can't. That's why they don't believe him, because they're so closed off. But like, and then, well, depending on what you're doing, because I actually learned that, because I don't put anyone on a pedestal, but when I do have, I don't know if it's a word admiration, but I guess respect. I don't know what the word is, but like Greg and Dana Newkirk from Planet Weird, they are seasoned. They have been here many lifetimes. They're like the keepers of the antiquities, but for every lifetime. That's how I see them, because they have such deep rooted. I learned, like, if you want to like they went with Hellier. It keeps going back to Hellier too. I'm not trying to make it. It just is. How the like to connect, especially in a new place, to show the respect, and why you're there to communicate.
Because I don't like bugs, they scared me. Like, I don't like insects. They scare me at times because for one, I never.
Those praying mantis things freak me out. I don't like them.
Small with legs and things. I'm sorry, fairies. I don't be mean. It was called. I wasn't aware of my awakening to that degree. But the tree people, all the trees and all the connection with the trees.
It's like Robin Hood. They live in the trees.
I haven't talked to them, but and I don't know for anybody else that don't get it, but if you literally go next to a tree and ask it to touch you, it will move and touch you. It's not a joke. You stand near a tree and you get close enough to it and say, touch my shoulder or touch my hand, it's literally going to touch you.
Yep. They show that in The Wizard of Oz. Louisiana Sky, she's like, when she posted fake birds, she got a cluster of headaches for a week. That's interesting.
I bet, because again, they don't want... Whenever I do something bad always come, or no, something always attack me. Nothing ain't never bad, because I don't live in that realm, but something is always trying to stop something. When I speak or when I talk or when I do anything, because I can't speak for the rest of them, Nicole. Man, you can see through this thing like no other.
Yeah.
Like, it's a couple people I cross their TikToks and things that they be on point, but nobody is talking about how well you see this.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm hearing you. Okay, so the superb owl is in New Orleans this year. Superb owl? The owl in New Orleans, which we know that's Illuminati.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, they're doing rituals. Thank you for letting us know that. It makes sense.
Yes, and they got Kendrick Lamar doing it. Yes, I forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about the super owl.
My head's hurting now that I said that. I'm going. It's like boom, 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 boom. Super Bowl. Oh, Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. The Super
But a
Bowl.
superb owl. It is. It's superb owl, and that's what they worship. That's why they mad Drake not doing it, because he worships the OVO, the owl.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I know that's.
The capitalism Montagues. That's why I always say that.
Oh yeah. The capitalists and the Montagues.
We're dealing with the blue bloods and the Draconians, or whatever they want. Serpents.
Oh my God, those. Oh my God, Maverick, I love you. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That goes back to. Oh my God.
Out of Monte Cristo, I don't forget nothing.
Goes back to the blood runs thin from father to son. This is. Oh my God. Okay. From father to son, the blood runs thin. See faces frozen still against the wind. The seam splitting DNA. This is like another Genesis. Okay, seam is split, coal face cracked. So coal would be coal, but like
the face that's at the bottom of. Remember, I keep telling that covenant or that capstone is a head. That's the face that's cracked right now. It's cracked now.
Right.
That's why we in our throats and everything. We're connected to that thing. Whoever that is, we're connected to it.
So
just like the turtle, because it's the turtle. It transforms in so many different looks for us, but it gives us the kindest eye every time. There's always a kind eye looking at us. But it's always at the
it's
bottom of the
gentle.
turtle.
It is gentle. Wounded by fear, caverns of night. I do feel we're getting closer to that.
We are.
We really are. I can't shake it.
Can't either.
We're in like I'm taking this like we're clearly in the caverns of the night. That's why we need a fake sun. People will crap themselves when they realize they're like.
Remember we've been saying that we're in a fucking cave.
We are.
We underground with a false light above us. I seen it. Listen again. That day, the dome was shown to me vividly. My heart dropped. I seen the real life dome. I said, and I can hear the echo of we're underneath. We're captured in a digital realm, and our bodies is laid in a fucking capsule. And some of us don't have guardians around us. Some of us have demons around our beds.
Yeah.
And that is why we're inside of the bed. Like me, like right now, they're showing me that they're getting closer to us. That's what they're showing us, because we're hidden.
Okay, so that's gonna scorch the earth, set fire to the sky, which is happening. Stooping so low, to me, lifting the dome to reach so high. Because a link is lost. You were talking about that, about a link being undone, a chain undone. This is deep. This is so deep. Oh, like the Hunter Moon. Oh.
It's released already, man. That's why we seeing that big ass red what's called, because it's released. That's why we got a crack in the sky. When you feel that extra cold in your bones, that's the firmament open crack.
Yeah, it is cold.
Immediately, I can feel it in my body. I know cold. I hate it, so I study it too. Anything I don't like, I study it a different way. So I study it with my body. So regular cold on the outside.
So they're doing something here in Louisiana.
Out of your body, it's freezing cold. Like it'll freeze you immediately. Just like it happened at China.
With the ice age, like the instant.
All at once, the animals was froze, the cars.
Yep.
Like all at one instant, just like the movie 2024, 2020, 2012.
Yes, 2012, and the day after tomorrow.
Because the firmament cracked open. It's cold up there in what they call space. It's freezing up there.
It is freezing.
Immediately.
It is freezing.
I'm trying to make us think it's hot near the sun. No, it's cold, motherfucker.
It is cold.
That's why hell froze over, which is Antarctica. When hell freezes over, they froze all the fallen angels and all that over there. They show you in Transformers.
They're showing us everywhere now that
America.
Yeah, the Antarctica. Some of the footage that's come out. I've shown it. Like that's alive. That just needs to thaw out. That's why they tell us about. Remember what's that movie with Brendan Fraser? Oh my God, Encino Man.
Yes, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Where they? Same place.
Yep, and so they're discovering them for a reason. I don't think they just walked away from that. You know what I mean? Like, there's clearly something going on here that's way bigger. They're awakening things up that have been asleep for a very long time, and I think that's only allowed. So it's almost like it's how I'm getting is like it's almost forbidden, and it would take dark and light to have to agree,
Yeah,
for this to be opened, to
right.
be woke, to be woke is what I'm getting, like with these ancient souls, but they're in a body and they're ancient. So that's
Very
very
ancient.
telling that, because, and I really do get that the dark and light have to agree together for this
It's
to be
balanced
open.
now. Everything has to balance out for the awakening, and they have to agree because they're about to perish forever. So
They
the ones
are.
that are not in agreements, which are still ones that are still fighting the system, good luck for them. But one thing I know, because Antarctica is the other dome,
Yes.
they that's where the elite and all the demonic dark energy, they're running the simulation from over there and underground.
Right.
So that's why they don't want us to cross over, because we'll find out. It's just like the movie The Signal. He broke through the glass, and when he broke through the glass, he was in a ship that was a projection of the world.
Right.
And then the ship was picking him off in the sky as he was just staring there, like, holy shit, I'm in a alien ship, and they made a whole false world.
Yes. That's what I got shown. Okay, before I woke this morning about the Atlantis Stargate, I saw that. Because whatever was going on with the Stargate, it made it look like this place versus if it was fixed.
Right. It's a digital replica of the old world. That's what. Nobody wants to get that part. They used a gigantic 3D printer to reprint this whole thing.
They showed us that in the that movie with Julia Roberts there.
I never listen. I just know I've
In that-
seen it. I watched that damn devil blow his breath over top of this damn Ohio's Massachusetts sky,
Leave the world
and everything purple and fucking gold in darkness. He blew his breath on this mountain. There was another face. That face turned into his beard stretched out real long like the Blue Devils, and his head stretched out, and then a whole land and the water and everything changed colors. There was only one other man I told you I talked to that seen that exact same moment. We was talking on the phone, and I met him through one of your comments.
Oh wow,
And he
cool.
was watcher. He was a sky watcher. He was older than me. He'd been watching the sky for a long time. He was explaining to me how his grandson had these gifts, and he was like, he wasn't gonna call me because he said nobody can answer this question that he had. He said, but as he sat there in his home, he thought about it. He said, I'd be a damn fool not to call him. So he said he called me. That's what made him call me. And
Nice.
I answered exactly what answer he was looking for.
I love when that happens.
I don't know if I said for some reason, no matter what somebody asked me, I said I can answer it for some reason. What he asked me, I answered it for him, and he knew from that point on. He knew what his mission was. He said, "Thank you so much, yo." He said, "You definitely answered my question for the mission." He's like, "I know the sky's a hologram." He's like, "I know it's things in there." He said, "I also know that there are also angelic beings behind that wall."
Yeah.
He was like, "It's just a hologram." He said, "There's also something behind it." Same thing we keep saying.
Right.
Everybody thinks it's a hologram. Yes, it is, but it's also angelic beings that move differently than a hologram. The hologram moves like a merry-go-round, tick,
Yes.
slow motion. It has a stop go. You can count the seconds if you watch
Absolutely.
it. The angelic beings move as like water. They move like water.
Yes, they do.
With them, they have different flow, but you can see them because their faces even turn like in pieces.
Yeah,
You get, I mean, you see
Yep.
how they face when they turn in and look at it or something. You can see like 7 different faces moving along with it.
Right, like a one-ring circus, but all at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is. It's written in the Book of Enoch too.
And I sure as hell, my life is documented in that book. If I ain't that man's child or bloodline or something, I'm related, because I know what hell I went through that same thing in that book. I've never read that book. My premonition was me getting pulled up in the sky on a long ass ship where the whole world was on fire. No mountains, no trees, no nothing. It was just all liquid fire and all people.
Yes.
That's the same way. I was pulled up in the sky. I could feel the air in my face. There was a long ass glass, and I was standing in the ship.
We all were. I remember it, and it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was heart-wrenching. It was a horrible sound.
When I came out, there were freaking there were no trees, there were no mountains, there was no nothing but all people burning in a long ass lake.
From what I understand, though, I mean, this is just how I is. Um, that's how they have to get rid of the lizards.
Yeah, it is. I said
It's
that.
they
I know
have
that.
to.
You know that.
It's the only way to get rid of them. It's like it really, believe it. I mean, I know you believe it, but like, I'm
Because
giving
they
credit.
keep regenerating.
Yep.
They keep regenerating. They have
She
the
knows what
ability
to do. That's why she's oozing out lava. Her defense mechanisms are all kicking in, and she's gonna go through the. It's so funny that they made tunnels in the mountain, because that's where she's going with her lava. Phew. Because she knows how to exterminate these creatures, we'll call them.
Because people don't know that a lot of them mountains aren't real rocks.
No, they're not.
They're bodies of beings that are hiding out, disguising themselves as big rocks and stones and all that. No, these are whole motherships.
Oh, like that movie Troll Hunter? If you ever seen that? You walk right up, it looks like a rock, and then it blinks its eye, and it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that level.
That's what they are. They also that in the movie Cowboys Aliens. They had a big ass rock spaceship sitting in the middle of the
I've been saying that. It looks like rock because they're in a low density. They're gonna look like rock.
Right, but because my eyes are in that density, I can see.
It was a ship, yeah.
The same thing is our Mount Fossil University, when he's describing the tendons and all the things in the ground,
yes.
and he's showing dragons used to be at, I can still see them in real time, in
Me
real
too.
motion.
Me too. Above, through.
That's how I knew he was authentic. I said, holy shit, he's describing what we can see in real time.
He is describing what we're seeing in real time. It's amazing.
The quill feather that was on my painting from 20 years ago.
I think he holds that every time on his thing too.
I look for myself so I can remember what to look for. And he was one of them. He's one of them written in our books.
He is.
He has the feather and he's teaching with it.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Those are the signs. Yes, he is. Mm-hmm. That's why I reached out and can you, I asked if I'm hoping he reads it that.
Yeah, I reached out to him a few times too. He don't answer back for some reason. I'm like, you responding to the other dumbass comments though.
Maverick the Poet. Out of the mouths of babes. Well, I mean, maybe, I'm hoping he'll just do a video on it, you know what I mean?
Me too, because we need him.
We do need him.
He's the only person that described that I've been seeing on any part of anything.
But, sometimes even though people can see, doesn't mean they're at the right frequency to get where we're coming from either.
And that's the truth, and that's one thing I've noticed too.
Yeah, me too.
We are made very, 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 very different than a lot of folks here. I understand that's way more. We are very unique, yo.
I agree. Very, very.
There's no way to explain to be able to see so many things. Like, we can see the Alice in Wonderland world regularly, and I don't take that as a slight. Because half of the world don't even understand that.
No, they're really in the...
They don't. Yo.
It's hard. It's hard to see and experience, and then be in the matrix at the same time. Mm-hmm. I don't balance it very well a lot of times. I can be honest about that because I'd rather be.
Balancing it because I'm fully understanding where my body is at and where I'm at right now. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm trying to figure out how do I wake up in the real state.
Ditto. I'm sure a lot of folks are going to go shaking their head like what you're saying because it's true.
Well, I know the main way to wake up is to go into nature.
Yes.
There's a connection there.
So, okay, I was getting that. Okay, what about the moon? Okay, this moon, and I'm not into the moon because I understand what the moon is, but I also understand the moon can shift energy depending on the being or beings. But to ground yourself, really ground yourself through this Aries Hunter moon versus just doing because a lot of people, I don't know, some people, I mean, you all do what you want, but you don't want to get lost in the moon energy. You want to really ground that in. There's something about that that's going to be revealing for us, and we'll know it when we see it clearly.
Remember Hunter Biden?
Yep.
They all say the same. You see how he's exposed for all the stuff he's doing?
I just heard you say the word, and I know you didn't, but it came out Zion.
Because it all relates.
Yep, it does.
It relates. But Zion as well is just like the movie. People decide Zion, it was partying underground. That's where the fuck we at. And the machines broke in their world. That's what's happening.
Oh, I mean, that picture I showed you in Mexico, we could see the machine. Like, you turn the picture, it's all machine. That's all they're doing is like turning the kaleidoscope.
Yep.
And that's what the Stargate is, like some kind of I don't know, kaleidoscope. I mean, I know Stargates are real. I feel they do a lot that we don't even.
The kaleidoscope is a perfect example because that's what's happening. The spectrums are turning and changing. That's why we're getting all the colors because the wheel is breaking down.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's wobbling, man. It's fucking wobbling.
Mm-hmm. Color we're expanding. Once the sky goes the way we know it's going to go, that's when nobody looks up.
Right.
Out of all them bold faces and things going on above our head, I swear that anybody can see these, how clear they are now. But nobody look up.
They're seriously clear.
That
dragon. Oh my God, the dragon! All of them, they're like, I can't even talk. The one with the head over Australia, that was so clear. It might as well just waved and smiled like, "Hey, I'm right here."
And I'm watching people just ignore it, and they see me looking up at it. I'm like, yo, look at this big ass dragon! Like you can clearly see it though.
Yeah.
You can always, especially now, it's way more vivid that you can see that hand.
Well, you know what's the dragon that's making it cold is the white dragon. Every time she descends, she makes it really cold.
Like the Never in the story, though.
Yes, exactly.
Where he always flew over, always cold areas, didn't he?
Yes. Yes. And getting guided back to with these colors. What I'm being shown in my mind's eye with these colors, it's like the kaleidoscope. It's shifting like this whole place is like a Stargate. It's shifting. It's shifting like I actually tagged Louisiana Sky in it one day to be like explain this is kind of how I see what's going on, and the boy's in like a sleigh but in the air and going through in the clouds and the mist are all shifting and changing him as he goes into another land. And that's like a perfect depiction of this, shifting into 3-dimensional to 4-dimensional to 5th, 6th, 12th dimension. It's like that.
Real quick. I was just seeing in China, one of the robots went AWOL already.
Oh yeah, oh wow. Yeah, that's creepy. And they look just like iRobot. That's just so too creepy.
It's everything that they put in a movie it's going to happen the same exact way, because that same way you don't make movies, they make scripts of real life.
They do. That Elon Musk dude is not a good dude. He is and I find it interesting, like he's being, and honestly, like it should be given to everybody, the Starlink, but I do see the positive that came out of it, but doesn't mean he's still who he is. Or what he is.
Elon is one of the he's dangerous, and his name was spoken about years ago.
Yes, he is.
In books about him, because he's the usher. He's the Neuralink is the chip, and I think a lot of us are already chipped and don't know it. That's why we're stuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not realizing that they got all of us already. He already told what he did to everybody.
You're right. He did. That's why our necks hurt. Oh my God.
That's why our necks hurt.
Yeah. Wow.
We're in beds. I'm telling you, we're in beds. Everything that I'm seeing is people laying in beds. And I know it's us in beds. I'm telling you, I've seen it in more than one way, and it's showing me in every fucking movie that the universe has guided me to right now. That these people are in beds. We are in a bed.
They show us like that in Aliens, for real.
Yes.
Right out of the gate.
And in Prometheus. Remember he's in that giant bed?
Yeah. Prometheus. That gives me the shivers.
That bunch of bodies laying sideways in these beds?
Yeah.
With these big ass masks that look like elephant tusks covering their face?
We're seeing those. Filming those.
On the platforms of the firmament.
What blows my mind No, is that we can actually capture it. Like we can capture it. Never
Yes.
would have thought that, because I mean, back before internet and stuff, reading and knowing about this stuff, you couldn't quite. Couldn't quite grasp like.
Then we got these roller coasters above us that, like, I'm seeing people in roller coasters. Like some of them are not just trains, some of them are actual roller coasters where I see rows of people sitting in it and it's coasting around the sky.
There's lots of realms overlapping our realm too right now.
I can see
There
it, like,
really is.
they got cyber bikes that speed past. They have special beings that ride on just tracks, like invisible tracks that create them as they ride.
Yeah,
That
kind
was
of
in a
like
movie.
Back to the Future.
Just like that. Exactly like that.
And Star Wars, they show us and everything, but most just think it's like clearly entertainment, and it's like, no, where do you think they got it from?
Track above us for the longest though. Like I see groups of people on it too. Like some of them look like it's not scared, like they're having fun. Like
right, they're in a different realm. Like, well, we're living past, present, future all the time. They're trying to interfere with the now part of it. So I was guided to Bellatrix. I actually posted it. Nobody caught on, and that's okay. But Bellatrix, and so I was doing some research on Bellatrix because this is clearly like connected to Orion. Well, all of this is going on.
Funny you say Bellatrix, right? And then we got Bell Atlantic, and what's called James Earl Jones is the little person that did Bell Atlantic, and he's passed away.
The bells have been coming up. They just pulled one up in the.
I got another one for you. Real quick. What color was the book?
What book?
The Yellow Pages.
Oh, the phone. Yeah. So I'm like, wait a minute. Yes, the Yellow Pages. Yep.
Yeah, canary yellow. And they talk about the bell, so it has something to do with this bell and this canary yellow color.
It does. Which is
a caution and warning sign, like you said repeatedly.
And they use it on caution signs.
Yes. Wow. And the bell goes with it because they broke our bell so we could stop their shape shifting. The bells fucked their form up.
The bell also interfered with us being able to vibrate past this stuff. It revealed the demons. When the bells ring, the demons are revealed. Yeah. When I'm seeing like people taking a little like tool and tapping a big bell, like that bell does so much more than ding dong, ding dong.
It breaks their form.
It does.
It reveals them.
It does.
The bell reveals them.
That's why they buried all of them.
Yeah, but we need a tuning fork. I remember what we.
Yes, we do.
That's what balances us back to.
Yes, it does.
A tuning fork, and I've been honing in some more sounds, even just making sounds with my throat.
Me too.
Make my voice hurt.
Me too. We're supposed to, because we're the instrument. We're the instrument as well.
If you put hands on me, you can heal me. Just like if I put hands on you, I can heal you. So I have to be around some more healers because I'm a healer, but it's hard to heal yourself when your mind is
absolutely. No, absolutely. I agree with that.
Every time I touch, like I know my hands heal because when I put my hand, like when my body is crooked, usually when I'm trying to force my body back, it don't work. But when I just place my hands on my chest, and like move it with my mind, kind of, it shifts comfortably.
Even some of these people who do Reiki, they're finding deeper levels with it than just what they learned when they started. It's always, hopefully always like going deeper with this stuff. But I was getting a lot about that too with attunements, which would be like tune and fork, and that's what's going on. Like how, like with the pyramids, it's like a tune and fork or something is hitting them, because they vibrate way higher than what we see.
It is. Remember, we've been seeing that magnet being pushed across the sky, which probably was also a tuning fork.
Exactly, and they took so the top of the pyramid, I know they say it's Osiris, but it's the bell, it's the gold. It would be what you would hit to make a frequency, I would imagine. So cut off their heads, off with their heads.
Yep, and what they've been doing with everything. Everything we watch, even the giants, off with their heads. Yeah. Everything, even us, they want off with our heads.
That's why we fill our neck in because. Okay, so why did they show it then in the dollar bill? They took it off. So, but it's detached. Like, what is your take on that?
is AI.
They replaced it. Okay, gotcha. They replaced it. Okay, they replaced it.
Yeah. So he's the AI is again. Remember, every movie shows us that even though some creatures controlling shit and running it in, is always a digital bot. It's the eye of everything.
But I don't think originally it was. I do not.
No, it wasn't originally. That's what the black cube came about.
Right.
Made itself into that, using everybody's energy to dark matter to build that.
Oh, and they've been leaking that crap out.
Right. So they have their machine. That's when they found the God particle, the machine was built.
Yep.
That's what's remember. This goes back to all the people and all the bodies and everybody that died that's still attached, connected to make it work from all the layers to the underworld.
I wonder. Okay, that's what Osiris did. Interesting. See, I don't listen to what everyone says about Osiris. I don't. I go on what I'm guided to, and I'm not worried about what anyone thinks.
Green. That's enough to say right there. He was green. That's our original color.
Yes.
Green.
Yes, and he's the Mother Earth. He is this place's.
All green shit. I wouldn't be brown. The reason why I'm copper color is because I'm rusted.
Yeah. Yes. Well stated. Well stated.
We were blue, we were green, we were colors.
Yeah. We were colors. We were colors, like of the rainbow. Yes, yes, yes. All of us. Yes.
Right. So if we eat all green shit, then what would we be? Fucking green.
Oh my god. So when I was a kid, I'm glad you said that. I ate a lot of sweet potatoes, and I was orange. I was freaking. I ate so much beta carotene. I was orange.
Yes.
You know.
You're glowing.
Yes. So the meat is what denses us down.
Yes, because it has all the iron and all the metals in it.
Yeah, it does.
They kill these creatures with a certain emotion. That's what put fear in us.
Yes. Okay, so I was trying to grab my thought on what I was just saying about Osiris. Okay, Osiris. Mm-hmm. When he at the time he was the only one, and then taught Anubis. When the mummification process was actually to keep the soul tethered to the body. That's how they knew they could return.
Right.
And
that's what mummification was always about. Because I said, why would you leave a bunch of gold there if you don't expect to return?
Exactly. And and I feel like they actually needed the gold for it. That's why they had the gold, because it's in their. To us, we see it as treasure. To them, it's part of who they are. Mm-hmm. I think that's what these pictures. This is just my take on it. These pictures we see with these kings with these gold on them. We're in a 3D world, so it would be separated like a thing versus a part of them, like. Their body,
look at today. This is what I mean about memory, right?
Like building blocks, but it's all scattered in this realm of existence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. But look how it repeats. This is what I always looked at with, like with the hip hop culture of people, right? It is not hip hop culture. It's the culture of what people remembered. People that put the golds in their mouth, the jewels in their teeth. That's not new.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Because that's from being kings and royalty. That's
yes,
what
it is.
We did.
Yes, it is.
That's what we did. We beautified whatever we wanted to do. Because we had abundance of it. Why wouldn't we look? Can you imagine how you would look if you owned everything and you had good heart? You don't look the best.
Right.
Your beard would be gemmed all up.
Well, it's not even. It's about how it works in the body. Because our teeth are actually gemstones too, but it's how it works with the body.
Right.
With the vessel. We'll put it that way. With the vessel.
Every part connects to a part.
Yeah. And like the gold runs through them, but in but in this world, it's put next to them like it's a treasure versus.
Yes. That's why I said they ain't buried themselves with the money because they needed it. They buried themselves because it's a part of them.
It is, yes. And then you have these, and I think these tomb raiders know that.
Right, and they always get cursed because their impurities to the value of what they had, what they picking up. They picking up to sell it.
Right. Oh, they're unlocking things. It's just like,
Oh my God.
oh my
That's
God,
crazy.
like just stop, just stop. Whatever you're thinking, don't even, because you're dealing with things that are not of this world. And even though
Right.
you can't see it, it's going on. And when you open stuff like that is just like, oh my God, I can't even
Yeah.
find words to explain the idiocy and the
So,
arrogance.
right. So listen, with that, right? Because when they open these tombs, basically, they're that parasite that we talked about, that
Absolutely.
real, that's what jump
Absolutely.
out. And then that carries out of there through the people.
Yes. Yes, it does.
That's why they buried that way. They're not supposed to be open because again, they were just like Prometheus. It showed you in that when he drunk the things and the people opened the shit and he let go of that black goo. It did the same thing that we watching now. That's documented in every story and DuckTales
And yeah, and they have it. They're releasing it, and it's
that's what.
smart too.
Yep, that's what they had. That's what they released. That's what's in everything. That's what with me and you are
Maybe
seeing.
that's the stuff that's going to
That's
be
the
with the
over.
3 days of darkness that they're going to release that crap too, and that's why tape your windows and
Yeah.
for real. It talks about taping everything up and sealing everything off for 3 days, and that kind of tells me it might be something about that too.
It has to be. It tell you don't open the door for nobody if they're gonna sound like they'll be your family members and things like that. Like
Yeah.
I never forget this thing or this part for some reason. Like I know we did this before, yo. So,
The bell's about to rock.
right.
We salute you. I'm reading ACDC. Yep.
Oh wow.
Louisiana Sky. The bell tolls.
For you to say that because they funny, right? I think I learned about these spirits. Like you think we got sense of humor? Nah,
They do,
they
right?
have some. They have some sense of humor that sometimes I be thinking I'm tripping. Like nah, you ain't just do that. Like
Yes, this
nah.
is Maverick. I just want to. This is Maverick and I just having this. Like, I thought it would be kind of cool to document in for our cosmic conversations, and have you guys be a part of it too, because there's so much going on right now, and I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to share it if you're interested, and if you're not, that's okay too. It's just me. This is Maverick the Poet, and we're just having this cosmic conversation of understanding what's going on here and bouncing off of each other, and with the synchronicities that we get when we speak with each other. And I feel it's important to document some of this, all of it really, but because it's relevant. It's very relevant, and we can't explain it except for this is what we're here, like, I don't know, to do. That's how we connect. This is our conversations all the time. Like, there's no like, so how was work today? Like we're just,
Never.
it's a different experience.
What it is, what's dope about it is that I want people to know this. Technically, in this realm of life and how when you think this regular world, we don't know each other at all.
Nope.
However,
Yep.
having all these connections and understandings and not living in a world of fantasy, false reality, whatever, these are real life stories. Like we really know we know each other, and there's no such thing as a coincidence. I always want people to know that there's no such thing as a coincidence. There's no way in hell we sharing these same ideas, thoughts, dreams, realities, all types of everything, and never really technically met face to face.
That's the gift of this. Like, we have never
Yeah.
physically met each other in person. We've been on the like video chat and stuff like that, but even before, it was like this. I'm in Massachusetts. He's in Philly. The fact that the universe, with the things that we understand, know, and see, and we come together and we both see it, that is just like, you can't make that up. You know what I mean? You can't mimic that. You can't.
Right.
It's
From Philadelphia. I'm talking about like the hard parts of Philadelphia. I'm one of them, where they shoot at and sell drugs, and I'm raised up in that. That's where I still
Hell's
live
Kitchen. I'm hearing like Hell's Kitchen.
I literally still live in that as I'm speaking right now. So to even have a mindset like that, being from where I'm from, tells me that something's different no matter what.
Yes.
Because I be like everybody else, and I'm not. So this whole story and everything is for me is the biggest eye opener of truth, because I can't play with. I don't know how people can still. I mean, I understand y'all spells are real. When you understand everybody's witches and warlocks you're dealing with, then your mind, I guess, will change to understand what we're really going through.
Right down to your newspaper man. For real.
Yeah.
You know, he's part of the story. Here, I'm selling you a story. Here's a story. You know, like it's all magic is real. You know, the supernatural is real, and it works through people, places, and things. And the divine creator is supernatural, and we're made of that. And so that would make us to a level supernatural, but in a meat suit, like. And that's rising up with this release of these things opening, this stuff being revealed. And it does. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And now we're not shrinking anymore because we're not our meat suit, even though we're in our meat suit. It is to keep rising. And the more we speak together, and like, there's no way that most people I couldn't have this kind of conversation with ever, because they wouldn't understand what I was saying. And vice versa. Like, we have conversations with other people spiritually, but this is like, there's no way. This is just like a divine orchestration for the what we bring to the table of I don't know, whatever you call it.
Hoping people understand or like look at life differently. You cannot believe like you can't make all these miraculous movies and things up if you've never seen it before. And I'm an artist. I could draw very well. So I've always thought about that. Like, I know how I could draw. So I know I can't just make nothing up out of nowhere. I have to see it to be able to mimic it, to then be able to distort it, to make it something else. If you get what I mean. But outside of that, you can't make nothing up that didn't exist already. So movies are stories of now, past, present, future. Some of these stories of these movies that you watch, and if you really paying attention, are about us, like literally your own self.
Yep.
This is why you watch movies and things, you feel like, damn, I would do that, or you will. Some of these superheroes, all of that, you feel like that. You only watch things that resurface with your soul to help you remember.
Yes.
That's the only reason why you watch anything, is trying to help you remember.
My mom, I swear to God, my mother's coming through. She's like, that's why I used to watch Lost. Oh my God, that's so funny. She would watch Stargate, she watched Star Trek, and she goes, and that's why I watched Lost.
Yeah.
That is so telling.
It's funny and it makes sense because
absolutely.
You feel lost because it's so much.
We all feel freaking lost, finding our way home.
This place.
There's
so many layers in your mind as well. This is the thing. It's still in your mind, right? This is the other game I have to talk about. It's still in your mind. It's still part of your mind. So
battlefield of the mind, yeah.
Battlefield of the mind is what you're going through, mainly out of everything. Yes, there's things going on within those same things that we're sharing and we're all seeing, but there's also things in yourself that you have to change to be able to maneuver the right way through this, because it's still a battle of your mind, because they have us jacked up somewhere, and that's the hardest game to beat, is your own mind games.
Well, it's like the virtual, they're really showing us too with the virtual glasses. You can buy a house. You can buy a house by putting on virtual glasses and being shown what your house is going to look like before it's even built. And you're putting money down on something that doesn't even there yet.
Listen, this is what he said too. Again, this is something that I know we would catch, but other people would miss. What he said that with those holographic glasses as well, he said it will also add other holograms within it.
Like the ones from National Treasure when he moves the different lenses.
So listen, we can see like that. This is why I'm saying this.
Yes.
We can see like that regularly. So when they telling y'all it's going to be an extra hologram that's not there, they're lying. That's going to be a real thing that's there.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm so glad you said that. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Wow, I love that. Hold on. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect you. So I pulled this up. Okay, so my friend yesterday that I thought was praying that she was alive in North Carolina, right? So she posted pictures yesterday, And this one, she posted of herself in the window, and look at the distortion. That told me there's another couple of layers here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but when you get a chance, it looks like a hologram, you know, if you will, like the 3D Shark movies, but 5D. And
you send a picture?
I'm showing it on line right now on live.
All right, I'm about to check it out. I can still.
I mean, her dog, like, that tells me there's a couple of other, like, something's happening here, and it's not because it's pointed at a window. I mean, whatever, other people believe that, whatever, but it's more going on here, and it's showing us something more is going on here. And I just thought that was like what, very telling, just very telling, because usually if you do that through a window, you won't have, like, you know, more features of you like that. Time is moving. We're being moved. Energy's being moved. We're being moved.
I seen a picture, right? I just seen a picture, and this is what somebody captured at. They tried to film one of the ancient Egyptian. I don't know. I forgot the name of it, but when they filmed the Egyptian thing, it was moving the same way. But you also caught him walking within the realm, right?
Yes. Exactly.
So look, I'm glad you. This is what I've been. Remember, I told you I was watching these movies, right? Like what was the damn movie? A Silent Place, Part 1, right? Remember I told you I watched it? And I told you how many spirits I seen in the movie. Like they were.
She looks like she has a horse leg. Sorry.
The worlds are merged. Like it ain't no merging. They're merged already.
Yes.
And
we're walking in a different vibration.
Yeah, so when you see them, that the fact that the image all doubled and
tripled and whippled, yeah.
That's showing you, like,
I know.
You know.
Sorry, I'll let you go on. So I apologize.
You're fine. You fine. How we talk, so it's good. So yeah, that's yes. It's like people gotta look in that. I keep trying to get people look inside of that. Whatever that vibrates, stare at it. You will see what you need to look for. I can't tell you what you're gonna see because it's so much that you will see that you just gotta let your brain just fade away.
Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Figure it out. Your mind is a genius. You have to let it figure it out.
Yeah.
It will. The more you stare.
Reverb, yes. Reverberation. Yes. Sorry, go on.
Your eyes can be. They say eyes can deceive you. That's very true. But your eyes have this gift of.
But your eye leads you to your third eye for you to see.
Right? Motion sensors go off of when somebody step in front of your house, they automatically come on, right? How do you think you only get something like that from an actual being? So our eyes, when you see something moving aside of your corner, you think you ain't seeing it. No motherfucker, you seen it. It's there. That's for real. Your eyes are trained to whatever moves, whatever's hidden. If you stare long enough because you're so distracted away from everything that you won't sit still long enough. But if you sit still and just stare at shit, your eyes will break apart what's real and what's not, and you'll start seeing past the veil.
Exactly.
Nobody sits still long enough. It's like a saran wrap moving all at the same time in different directions. Sit still and just go in a daze and just look.
But days to confuse for so long, it's not true. I wanted a woman and didn't bargain for you. Just heard that. That was pretty cool. Oh, I love my guys. I do. When you were talking about the eyes, I'm hearing Peter Gabriel, your eyes. So there's something in that too, you know.
People won't understand that. Like, all right, being from the 80s time and watching all the shows I watch, and Bumblebee.
We're going for a walk. Oh, Bumblebee. Yep.
You see how Bumblebee changed stations at many different times to relate?
Yes, exactly. That's how I hear my guides.
And that's how mine come when it comes to, if I seen it in real life, I can tell you what movie I seen it in. If I seen one part of it, I can tell you I seen another double at anywhere. I can find a double something anywhere, no matter what it is. I can find it in anything. So that let me know where we're at and what this thing is.
That's 12. Yep, that's a 12-12. Convergence. Yep. Yep, convergence.
When something has been changed, literally the Matrix, when you see two cat and then the cat was double. That movie, that lady told us the movie. The lady told us.
Fuck the movie. That lady just told us.
She did though.
I know.
The Matrix is exactly what we living in every way, shape, form. And people still think that is, yo, these people are actors. Like I don't mean actors, they're programmed.
Yeah.
Like, we could pull another one out. He put out his own mouth in his interview, and people still ain't listening. That's how I know they under spell.
No, they're being fooled by his spelling of his, his magical voice, his magical words.
But he literally said, when we're making an AI, he said we're literally resurrecting a demon. And
We are.
Everybody said.
Yeah, we are.
He said it in an interview. So look, so the proof
Question
is
is, which one is it?
to make it true is that demons don't have bodies; they are bodies of energy.
They're disembodied spirits. They cannot walk. Listen, demons cannot. Well, this is why it's such a big deal too. Demons cannot walk the earth. They have not been able to. They can attach to something to be in the realm, but now whatever's going down, they're able to walk the earth because the magnetic shield is down.
Down, yeah, just like
Orion's shield is breached. The crack, the glass is broke, and the lyrics I was sharing with you.
So maybe Black Panther, when they was running, cutting through the Wakanda, what's called, running themselves through to get through their shield. The beast was about a millions. They was burning. Remember how I told you I seen behind New York City? I was like, it looked like a whole, like a trillion demons beating on the glass. I kept telling you that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I could see them beating on the glass, yo. I could see them.
And they came through that fog not long ago.
That is exactly what is happening. This is what I mean by I can see it in the movie in real life. They're warnings. Every time they make a movie of these natures, they have to tell us because that's the game. That's the rules of the game. They can show you in any way, shape, form how they want to show you how it's going to end.
Yeah, they're using them exactly. I'm not going to answer Joe. Yeah, they're using the lights and magnetics. Yeah, it's like a big techno friggin' disco here of.
Now, if they could do all these things digitally and all these things that can happen this way, and we can see it in these many ways, what can we do? That's the thing I keep trying to get people to really.
Yep.
What can we do if they can do all these things and they know that they're dumbing us down with foods and medicine? That's the devil's greatest trick for those that don't know. Food. Because you don't know how to see your food either. Once you wake up and you don't only see them in beings, you can start seeing them in the shapes of your foods.
Yeah. Pretty gross. Pretty gross.
It is this. They don't get it. I'm trying to say. I'm really trying to get people to really get this because this is a parasitic place. Like what he did was put himself in everything. For those who don't know how the devil, he is the AI body. He is the black goo. He went from a flesh being to an AI system.
Yep. He became his own creation.
False reality and put us, and we're in it.
Yeah.
So he said everything, literally, just like I say God and everything. Well, he put himself in everything too. For those that don't know that.
Right. Exactly.
Everything. That's why it's hard to see the difference because they're bonded. He bonded everything in his false reality.
Yeah, and that's where the happened, and whatever is taking place has to do with that.
That's why I keep being ripped in half, and this middle being keep coming through the middle. I keep seeing that the left side of this face and the right side is being torn apart for this one thing to come through the middle. Just like Kamala and Trump is getting ripped apart so this one strange thing can come through the middle.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That's the same way. It's through everything. I told you, even through battle rap. I'm watching the St. Louis guy go against the other St. Louis guy that grew up together. In my life, one of my friends I grew up with, he stole from me. I'm watching how that separates so a medium person can come in there. What am I going to do on my end and kind of talk about? Should
Yep.
I go flash him and beat him up, or use that, or should I use the smarter balance era, whereas though something else come get him?
Right. I know what
And
you're
I
talking
something
about.
get him.
I'm going through that. You know what I'm going through privately.
Right.
I
Right, and a lot of
understand.
us are going through this. This is what we're all sharing these experiences in different bodies.
Yes.
But lets us know our connection is even stronger.
Yes. Absolutely. It's wild.
Right.
And most don't get, like, the ones on the other side of it are not understanding that something so dark just came in the middle of.
Woo wee, woo wee, woo. It's so bad. Like it's not promoting fear because I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, we're no
I'm
fear mongering. We're not doing that. We're just letting you
No,
know that.
it's just a truth of the nature of what's about to happen. They've
Yes.
done this thing many times because that's what a great reset is. Great reset wipes the land and it also wipes your
Lucifer.
memory.
He's talking about Lucifer.
And you don't remember nothing again because you can't die. I want to remind people with souls that you can't die. You can
Right.
be reprocessed though over and over and used. Your energy can be used if your mind is not right. They can use you in many different ways and you won't know where you're at. This is why we're going through this now. Truman Show. I repeat, it's the same principle.
Yep. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's like all these elections are just.
Yeah.
It's a rinse
Now,
and repeat cycle, and I'm not into politics because I understand what's behind it. It's just a rinse and repeat. It's like how many times it's gonna take for y'all, like not you guys here, but others to realize you're in a rinse and repeat cycle of giving something energy that needs it, more than we do. They're not doing anything, and again, this isn't a political thing. This is about beings using energy to fool the masses, and which would be what we would call Lucifer, because very cunning, very baffling, splitting off now into two. It's like two realities, almost. Not almost, it is two realities. And that's why, like, the strong message of get grounded. Like, I'm not telling anybody on here, especially because I know y'all are woke, just keep grounding yourself through this time, because the level of deceit is going to get thicker and thicker. That's all. You know what I mean? You guys do you, but this is just a conversation Mav and I have, and wanted to share it with y'all. And that's that. Like, this is where it's at. It's so serious, but not to be afraid and be whole. Like, we're not trying to be like heavy. It's just be smart, be aware.
how much of this game is going to shift.
Look how long it's been in our face the whole time, and our city's carved in rock right in front of us. People go and take pictures of it like it's a sightseeing, and I was guilty of it, you know what I mean? But like realize I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this world is telling us everything.
These ain't rocks. These are fallen giants.
Exactly.
There is no mountains. There's no such thing of a mountain. It's a gigantic being.
It is a gigantic being. Fallen.
They're all giant fallen beings.
And they're using the technology here to.
Even Jesus, the character they call Jesus, he said that once you wake up, you will find that the earth is a carcass.
Yep.
That ain't my words.
Not mine either.
But my words is, I can see it the same exact way.
Yep. Yes.
The mountain dead giants. Some of them are dead giant turtles. Some of them are dead giant dragons. Some of them are dead giant bearded beings. Some of them are dead giant horned beings. Some of them dead giant birds. There's some are dead giant griffins.
Yep. And my fossil shows us that in this land, but it's also around us everywhere.
Yes, every mountain and every
Not
land
just like,
was a giant.
Yeah.
And if you're smart enough to pay attention, you'll see how they restarted some of these worlds that you don't believe existed before us. The mud flood, you can tell some things fell out the sky and landed on the entire land.
Yes.
Smashed people completely under. That happened.
That's why the Grand Canyon is a huge, huge sign of that. That whole area is a huge
So
sign.
the reason why we not flattening out like that, because these giants already been falling from the sky. But the reason why we not, because there's these other beings that create these nets underneath so they don't fall on us.
Chicken Little tells you that the sky is falling.
When I first met you, wasn't me watching them like mainly first all net beings and the lights? How
Yeah.
the lights kept stretching out, we kept watching net. It was like they was making nets for the sky.
Right.
You capture them on Boston
They
all the
are.
time.
There were tons of sky nets everywhere.
Yeah, so that's just like the movie, what they call it, Skynet, one that in Terminator 2. Nobody gets this.
We're all learning. We're all learning. We're all learning. We are.
Skynet, a Sky Internet.
But they just...
WWW, World Wide Web, because there's also a mother spider that...
It is. They mimicked actually the great-grandmother spider from Hopi prophecy.
So look, you know that spider that we talking about, that's what weaves the bodies together so it can connect to energy.
Yes.
There's a big net of bodies behind this wall as well. You're going to see it when the lights come on and go off. It will be a bunch of bodies strapped together, weaving together by this giant spider that makes a energy connection to keep this body, the bee inside of the belly of the beast, basically. It's really what it is. It's human centipede. You don't get these movie ideas by just a thought process. This is what we're underneath.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. Thanks for being here. Peace, love, and light to you.